As we start here with the first use case for the IT project and work management, we're able to see from the origination of an intake process, folks in the organization, as we're not limiting anybody, as we have unlimited user licenses, are able to bring in different ideas and submit these to the IT team, pull them into this workflow, which we can see different stages that you can have configured in here and move them throughout different processes, have different approvals, different approvers, and have multiple approvers set up. Where now, as we see, this one is pending, and based on my permissions as an admin for demonstration purposes, I can go and approve or reject this and then submit that to then move to that next step in the process. From there, we want to then go and convert this into our project. Now it's not showing anymore here in our approval intake process, but it's showing up here in our project execution workflow, which are the different stage gates that you've got in your projects. And I can move these also from backlog to prioritization and have different artifacts and forms pull up that you would want to have included and get the relevant data or additional approvals set up during that part of the process. Now, we also want to look at being able to filter by specific projects, whether I'm looking at IT related projects here at my workflow process, or being able to come to a map view and looking at just my IT projects here. I can save different types of reports and have a portfolio set up just for my IT projects specifically, or any other kind of filtering or data set that I want to add here. Also, being able to have multiple different templates set up so that you're able to templatize your work, and instead of reinventing the wheel, we can have different use cases that IT projects would be using and the IT department, so that we can pull those up and populate that without having to start from scratch every single time. Now, one of your projects also might be related to integrations with different datas outside of Proggio, like Azure DevOps, Jira, for instance, and being able to list your sprints here and have a bi-directional synchronization between the data, all can be captured here in Proggio, whether we're pushing the data out to a third-party system or we're pulling that in. We have an open API, so we can do that dual data entry, dual data movement between an API call. Now, we've talked a lot about projects, templates, intake form. I think it's important to talk about the people and look at capacity planning for different folks. We've got a heat map here, which we can zoom in or zoom out based on the different thresholds that we're looking at and how we want to present the data, whether it's load percentage, number of tasks, head count. Then we're able to come into some of these that we're overloaded on and see that split screen functionality that's showing us some of these items that folks are working on, and we want to realign these or reassign these to some of these other folks that have bandwidth. And as we do that, we've got true capacity planning that's going to change this threshold from 1.2 down to 1, or if we look at the data once again, from 120% to 100. So this is the first use case. Hope you enjoyed it.